battle for the golden boot. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense takes the field for the first time today. The Bayou Bengals flex on their boot rivals the last time these two men won it easily.
LSU made an example of Arkansas the last time they played. We talked to a lot of LSU fans, and listen, we think about Alabama, we think about Georgia, we think about Ole Miss. They took little brother Arkansas to the woodshed the last time they played.
And I can just tell you, as a fan of the sport, when you hear that little brother, that ticks me off. So I know it ticks off Arkansas Razorback fans, and they want some revenge, and they want that boot.
Running to the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So LSU's offense taking the field for a chance. We had to see them today. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines.
He tries to take the top off. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. And the Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. This rivalry picked up steam when the Razorbacks joined the SEC, and man, some of the names that have had moments: Darren McFadden, Felix Jones, Matt Jones, Joe Burrow, Justin Jefferson. What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Out of the gun to give to the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1, was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out.
There he goes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They've got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Give to the running back. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. And the Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man, and some of it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, 2 former Tiger quarterbacks that were the first overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that, too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. This guy, man, he's got some serious tools, and he really helps make this offense dangerous.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet.
Turning it on! What a play there, and he rips up a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Lets it fly. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. They get him up rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
Well, that's a phenomenal individual effort getting that sack. What a dominant play. And I'll tell you, playing here at Death Valley, a play like that now is going to get this crowd hyped up. And that's something as an opposing quarterback you do not want. Take it from me. I know it from experience. I remember my true freshman year playing at night here in Death Valley. That was the first time in my life I understood what the term hostile environment meant. This place is scary when the crowd gets involved, and that sack right there is going to light them up.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. The play action fake. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw, it's Spears. Pocket breaking down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Offense scoops it up and still going. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on first down and a quarterback hit on second down. Got to do a better job.
Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. LSU will bring the punt team on the field.
On to kick it away.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. From the shotgun, the inside give. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Razorbacks in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
Right back to the well. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Razorbacks send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Off play action on first down. Finds the tight end. Across the 40, outbound at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Looking downfield, it's Spears. Got his man downfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. It's third down, and they've got to get it to the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And the offense has found a lot of success throwing to this guy out of the slot. He's done a nice job working the middle of the field, winning his one-on-one matchups, and this quarterback really feels a good rhythm when he's looking his way.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Some rivalries forged in excellence, some in geographical proximity, and that's what we have once the Razorbacks join the SEC. Someone had the brilliant idea, we need a big golden boot that looks like the two states, and it's one of the most hotly contested rivalry games of the year.
And big is the right word. It's 4 feet tall. It's 200 pounds. It's 24-karat gold. Palmer, this is the trophy you want to win. There's some bad trophies out there, but this boot is a big deal.
It fills your trophy case. It's got girth. It's got weight. You appreciate that. I know everyone's going to say, no, it'll...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Back to pass, it's Spears. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the game.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years. Foundation, a running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown LSU! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the catch. It's Abraham. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Unloads to the right. They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Takes the easy completion, and they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Abraham. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Took them nearly the entire first half, but finally a red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. From the gun, running back gets the give. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. There he goes to the right. Defense trying to take it back. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Spears. Just a short pass to the tight end. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Looking to throw on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Just enough time to get off one more snap. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. And the Razorbacks will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Dropping back, it's Spears. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to...
Oh, he's got some space. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
Finds his big tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him...
There he goes! Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. From the red zone, it's Strong. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Handoff from the gun. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. LSU lining up first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers! Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll keep it himself. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to the ground with the running back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now they're going to throw it. He's got him in the flat. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offenses don't get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs 3rd downs if you just pound it down their throat on 2nd down?
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready.
He's got it inside the 15. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Arkansas! They'll try to tack one more on their score.
And you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. Does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
35, Arkansas, 7.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The give on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So the final period starts with a second down play. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Spears. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. To the ground with the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. A designed run for the quarterback. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Razorbacks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
The give to the back. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the side.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give from the gun. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
How good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Now the toss. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Trying to run it in. Touchdown, Tiger! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, you look at Webster's dictionary and the term game wrecker, a picture of this guy is going to show up. He has been unstoppable in this football game. That's his 2nd sack here today.
To the air, it's Flores. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Joy all across the bayou as LSU takes down Arkansas in the battle for the Golden Boot.